Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Girls Frontline 2, we're going to be talking about whether or not you should pull for Gianu, who just dropped today. Now this isn't going to be taking a look at her entire kit, as I've already done that about a month ago when they made the changes on the CN version, but instead this is just going to be kind of a discussion on how you can maximize your pulls, as we are pretty much getting all the electric units back to back to back. Because we just had Andrus and Belka, now we have Jiangyu, and then we're most likely going to see very soon, potentially the next banner, we don't know yet, Lena and Leva. And so that's like your core main electric team. Now, discussing in the past, the main three that you want to have to make like the functional, good electric team is going to be Leva, Lena, and Andrus. We just had Andrus, and so now we have Jiangyu with her new changed up kit. Now, previously on the CN side, like the main electric team with those three for the support side, I've seen that a lot of people are using a Yuhi V3. And so rather than having Jiangyu at the time, because she was really bad, you have Yuhi V3. She can be a generic support that was really good for the electric team. But now that Jiangyu has come out with her updated support kit, she now fills that slot. But it comes down to the decision. If you already have Yuhi, would you rather just invest in her more when she comes back? Or do you want to pull on Gianu now? And if you have lower pulls, are you going to have enough for Leva and Lena when they come out? Most likely in the upcoming patches. And so my opinion has kind of been on that Gianu, while she's very good, you can kind of look at kind of the explanations for her dupes here. She is a fully operational electric support at this point, and she has big damage herself. So she's going to be very solid in the electric team. But I feel like she's going to definitely be one that you want to pull later. Because right now, you're really not, to me, not going to have a fully functional electric team anyway until you get Lena and Leva. And we do know with how they're doing the reruns that she will be coming back here in 3 patches. So you'll have better information on where we're standing on your pulls after Lena and Leva. I think she is going to be a skip for now. But if you are a spender and you're willing to spend to make sure to get the full electric team and they're your favorite team, I definitely think she's a good pickup. And there's something really big that has kind of changed my mind on it. Because originally I was like, just go Yuhi V1 to V3, and you can kind of fill that support slot. And the electric team still works quite fine without her, and you may be able to conserve pulls if you already pulled heavily on Yuhi. And then Yuhi can work also very good with like AK-15 Void Mastina when she comes out. But with our recent CN version, we saw Leva actually got her expansion key, and one part of that expansion key is that she does, if I take a look at it here, I'm trying to remember, make sure I don't misquote what it says the expansion key does. Yeah, the more electric element allies there are on the field, the higher Leva's electric damage and stability damage dealt is. And we don't have numbers on that. This is just the generic description that we got from the CN's live stream. But that tells me that Leva now is definitely going to want the full core all electric team, most likely, unless it's limited to having like the expansions key says up to 3. If it allows the entire map, so if it can scale off the entire group, then Jianu is going to most likely probably be the best in slot. Depending on how big the numbers are, could be by a wide margin compared to Yuhi. And we'll see when the numbers come out for that, which we should be seeing here, I believe, next Tuesday. So if you want to hold off, that might be a good opportunity to wait and see. But she probably is going to be a good pickup for that if you really want to ramp up and like make Leva like your main damage dealer. Like if she's your waifu and the one that you want to kind of main in this game, and go full into electric. And then you have her, and then you'll like use your standard tickets to get Moz and Nagant to like V6, and now you have a very good 5 T-Dial team of electric units. But I still feel like because we don't have Leva or Lena yet, you can skip for now and pull her after they've come out, because she's not going to me, I wouldn't get much use out of her right now because I don't have the electric team. I'm still using my Hydro, Burn, and Corrosion teams and kind of that mix. And that is why I feel like for now she is a skip and then pull later. But if pulls aren't an issue for you, definitely a good pickup overall with all the support she has. Now, when it comes to her dupes, though, when it comes to pulling, absolutely do not pull for dupes. She is, as it says right here in their reference document here, she is fully functional at V0. And if you're going to invest dupes into anything, the first one's going to definitely be Leva. Leva at V6 is going to be massive difference versus like putting V6 on Jiangyu. And then after her, I believe you want like V1 or V2 in the Lena to really up her kind of damage. And then the next big one would be Andrus. Andrus dupes are good. And so pretty much she's like, unless you're like a hardcore whale that's V6ing everything on the electric team, she's very easy. Pick up V0 and she does what she wants. She does what she needs to do on the electric team and she fits in really well. Invest them in the other units unless like she's your absolute favorite waifu in the game and you want to just make her extremely good herself. Then you can pull. Just know you're going to be a little bit lower on the damage side of things compared to investing those dupes in the other units that she works with. But that's kind of my thoughts on it with her. Like I said, I didn't want to go over her entire kit. I'm just kind of talking on a general basis when it comes to pulling and maximizing your pulls. They are definitely trying to drain people of those redundant pieces that we can now use with these right after Springfield back-to-back on the electric units. They now have Springfield rerunning right now, of course, because it's 3 banners later. And so, yeah, it's going to be tough especially if you're free to play. Realistically, I feel like you just got to hold off and see what the next 3 units are, because I fully expect it's probably going to be Lena or Leva in that mix of 3. And then you can see how well you do on your pulls for Lena and Leva. And if maybe you get early or really lucky on them, then you can afford her if you're free to play. Or once they come out and you're able to pull them, you're able to use the full electric team with Andrus, Leva, and Lena. And then when she reruns literally the banner after, most likely, go ahead and pull Gianu, and now you have your 5-member team of electric units, and you're solid and ready to go with them going into the future. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That kind of covers it. When it comes to her weapon, yeah, before I forget, I know my last one, I forgot to even talk about the weapon. Her weapon is nothing too crazy. It's basically after activating the ultimate, gain 3 tiles of extra movement. I mean, I've never really found extra movement to be all that valuable, except for like the very few units that utilize it for any form of damage. And then it just has more damage. And like, it's just not worth it. You're better off getting the weapons for like Leva, for example. The bigger damage dealers or the bigger support ones like Lena's, which I believe Lena's, if I click on it here. Where are you, man? There's so many dolls in this game now. It's kind of hard to find them. On Lena's. Oh, yeah. I really like Lena's because Lena's has conductivity tied to it, which is good. This is a good one just generically because of her common key, which activates based off conductivity. So I actually really like Lena's weapon just for that combo overall. Works on pretty much anyone. But, so I feel like Jianyu's weapon's a skip as well. Plenty of other good options. Golden Melly, for example, is good on her Plananta. Everybody should be able to have one of these at this point. From lost 50/50s on weapon banners. Or if you weren't pulling on weapon banners at all, redundant pieces, I would have bought some of these, bought copies of these weapons since you're not pulling in the first place. But that's pretty much it. Yeah. I think she will be a good pickup. It's just pickup on rerun versus pickup now. So that way you have your pulls for when Lena and Leva drop, and you can actually get the full core electric team together first before you pull on her. But yeah, that's it. And if you like my content, if you could like, comment, subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.